to.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
It's on your face. Okay.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Linda Marcus Smith, here at Comic Spot doing another interview. How are you all today? Have a seat, sit back,
Hmm,
and watch the blinking lights. There aren't any blinking lights. Just sit
hmm.
back. Yeah, today is a great day to have an interview and get to know another comedian. I'm so happy to bring you somebody amazeballs today. And before I tell you who he is, of course, you can read it in the little square. I have to give a little nod to our huge only paid sponsor. So if you're looking to up your comedy game, your improv game, your children's acting skills, check out ahabroadway.org. They're doing amazing things for seniors, veterans, and children. That's ahabroadway.org. So now, the delight of mine today is to be able to get to know one-on-one in front of you guys the amazing Danny Dechi. Danny is sitting right there. Say hi, Danny.
Hey, hi, Linda. Hi, everybody. Glad to
Hi.
be here.
Thank you so much for coming. I can't wait to get into your whole life. I'm going to read the bio you sent. It said, performed on the new Gong Show. I saw it. It was hysterical.
Thank you.
He's been on the Late Show with James Corden. Oh my gosh, I love James Corden. He's been on his
Yeah,
show, you guys.
yeah.
I saw that footage too. He hosts comedy shows. This is the cool part too. He hosts comedy shows every Tuesday at the Neck of the Woods in San Francisco. I think you said you do it twice a week. Is it Tuesday and Thursday?
No, just on Tuesdays. Yeah, sometimes Tuesday sounds like Thursdays, but no, just on Tuesdays.
Every day sounds like a Tuesday lately.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
welcome to the stage, Danny Dechi.
yeah. Thank you, Linda. Woo. Good to see you again.
Great to see you. We've been on a show here and there together where I got
Yeah,
to see you in action.
yeah. You were on my show too, the Funny Fest first Fridays, and I put it on pause for a while, but I think I'll start it up again in October. The Zoom shows.
Yes,
So let's try to do that and have you back on.
thank you.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
let you know.
Danny, tell everybody where you live and what you do when you're not on stage. And then we'll go into your life from birth till the rest of your life.
Okay, I'm not sure if I remember when I was born, but no, anyway, but I know I was born. I've been told. So, yeah, so I'm in San Francisco, in the Richmond district of San Francisco. It's near Golden Gate Park. It's a kind of a more mellow area of San Francisco, away from the downtown. And yeah, when I'm not doing comedy, I actually have a day job. I work in the HR department here, and I've been working from home for like a year and a half or whatever it's been since the pandemic. And so I've been lucky I've been able to work from home. And yeah, and also, like I said, the neck of the woods, it's also in my neighborhood, the venue. And I have shows every Tuesday. I had a fun show again last Tuesday. We get good crowds. We get good crowds coming out to the show, and it's a free show, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then there's karaoke afterwards.
So there's two shows on Tuesday, 7 and 9 p.m.
No, sorry, it's from 7 to 9 p.m. Yeah, and then there's karaoke at 9 p.m., which it's the venue. They do their thing at 9 p.m. I leave afterwards, after 9ish. Sometimes go to 9:30. Sometimes. Um,
That's not
and
too bad.
yeah, been doing that for a number of years, probably at least 10 years.
Wow,
That place.
that's
Yeah.
great. So what are some funny things that have happened at Neck of the Woods over 10 years?
Yeah, funny things. I don't know. Let's see, funny thing. Yeah, just a normal, I don't know, kind of open mic kind of show, open mic showcase. But I actually, if I can, well, I'm not sure if you should mention, but yeah, I had I'm not sure if I can mention his name, but I've had a celebrity be a regular there for a while at Neck of the Woods.
No
Um,
way.
yeah, I was surprised to saw him, and it was great to have him. And yeah, I can't. There's this thing with comedians, celebrities, they can't mention where they are, where they're going, even where they're going to perform, unless it's um, their own show, something like that. All of
Yeah.
them have the same idea. So anyway, I can't mention, but I was really happy to have him there. He was performed there for almost every Tuesday for like a year or so, and he just showed up one day, and it was great. So,
That's so cool. Now I have to go Google who lives in San Francisco.
well, he's back in LA now, so so that's
Oh.
gonna be hard to find. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to find. Yeah, I wish I could say, but also neck of the woods. A long time ago, during the excuse me, the big days of the '80s comedy, it used to be called the Last Day Saloon, and right next door to the left of neck of the woods was well, at least in San Francisco, is a well-known Holy City Zoo, and now it's called something else. But it was the Holy City Zoo. That's where all the big comedians started. I mean, that's Robin Williams and you name it, all the celebrities, you name it. They were a lot of the comedians that started there,
Yeah.
and it's a smaller venue, but where I'm now, neck of the woods, is a larger venue, and I actually like it more because it's bigger and you can fit more crowds. But I'm trying to think of any other big celebrities that have been there, other big names that started off at the Holy City Zoo. Will Durst, I'm sure you know, and
Stephen Pearl.
yeah, Stephen Pearl. Yeah, all right, Stephen
Did
Pearl.
Dan Kinnison start there?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he started there. Stephen Pearl, I was lucky I got to know him. He's in Las Vegas now, and he performed on many of my shows too.
Oh, that's so cool. I love him.
Yeah, he's hilarious. He's energetic comedy. Very energetic. Um,
Yes.
yeah,
He's a beast on stage.
yeah. He's great. I hope he does great in Las Vegas. I'm sure he's doing well.
Yes. He always gets on the good shows.
Y- Yeah, and yeah, we have some other local, yeah, big names, local names show up. Even a lot of people may not know, but they're well, Bob Sarlott and Dan St. Paul, and um,
Wow.
yeah, they've been on my shows, and yeah, I got to know Johnny Steele. Yeah, I get to know. But by the way, Comedy Day is I think it's the 40th anniversary of Comedy Day in Golden Gate Park,
Yes.
and that's coming up September 19th. And if you're in San Francisco, it's a free show out in the park, and you see some big names out there, and also Robin Williams and the big other names also performed there, and it's free and it's great, and so it's so much fun hanging out backstage with all the comics.
Wow. So you'll be performing at it.
Not this year, not this year. Last time I was at 2011, but yeah, hopefully I'll be on it again. 2011 and 2014 also. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Super. Let's go back in history to little Danny Dechi.
It's
So
sure.
talk to me about who you were in school with your funny, quirky sense of humor.
Who I was in school, or
Yeah.
uh,
Like if I were in school with you growing up, what would I have experienced? Were you shy? Were you
yeah.
the class clown? Did you get in trouble? Did you do it to catch girls? What who were you?
Yeah, I was very shy. Yeah, very shy. By the way, I was born in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Yeah, and our family moved when I was 6 years old, moved to San Francisco, and I learned English the hard way, right? Just thrown into school. I learned English that way, and yeah, I was very shy. Actually, I always liked to tell jokes and everything, but I always too shy to get on stage. I actually I did eventually go up on stage, and in my 30s, I think it was, and so that's the story. I just thought I was shy. I wasn't sure if my jokes were good enough to be on stage, but I found out that some of my jokes actually were by coincidence ended up on they were on TV also, and my coworkers were saying, "Hey, I heard that guy tell your joke, the other night on TV and stuff." So after a couple of times, I thought, "Hey, maybe I should go on stage." So it's by coincidence because my jokes are only I would tell at work. I mean, who would hear it? It was before social media, before I put, yeah, now I put my jokes up on the social media all the time.
Yes. Well, when you're writing jokes that other people who are on TV are writing, then you know you got something.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I finally got my confidence because I was always afraid to get on stage. I wouldn't even go up in class to do a book report or whatever. How was your summer in school? I wouldn't even able to do that. I was too shy to do that. But when I started hearing jokes, some of my jokes like that, um, and still do. I heard two of my jokes on Family Guy one time.
What?
One Family Guy. I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but it's yeah. One of them is I joke about a bar mitzvah. I said, "Oh, so you're 13 years old now? You're a man, huh? Well, let's see. You can't drive, you can't vote, you can't shave, you can't go on a date, you can't drink. Yeah, you're a man." And that pretty much similar thing was up on Family Guy one time.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and then the other one was on the same episode. The other one was I do Mr. Science thing, and I was saying that if um, I forgot how it won exactly, but if Isaac Newton didn't get if a bowling ball instead hit him on the head and he got knocked out, then there'd be no gravity, and everything be like during the dinosaur days, all the animals just floating around and stuff. Yeah. Something like that. So yeah, so those two were on yeah, and I told those jokes a few years ago. So before that, so,
You talk about topics a lot of comedians don't touch the topics you talk about. You're very unique. I said quirky. Quirky has a negative tone to it. You're very unique. So that makes me want to know, Danny, when you looked at other comedians, who did you aspire to be like, or who did you find funny when you were growing up and starting in comedy too?
the ones, yeah, the ones I thought were funny were I liked George Carlin, very funny. It is from one end of the spectrum, then to Rodney Dangerfield, and yeah, I'm a big fan of them, and also a lot of the old guys, like Henny Youngman. A lot of people haven't heard of Henny Youngman, and yeah, Jack Benny, and all those older guys from the '70s. Yes, I saw him on the Ed Sullivan Show.
That's
You
what I
know,
saw. I loved all the old Jewish comedians.
yeah, Jackie Mason, everything like that one time, and uh, yeah, so. Um, I just actually even when I was a kid, when I heard it, I told a joke. I heard from them. I would always say I heard it from this is a comedian who said that joke. I would always, even as a kid, I would always do that.
Ah,
Yeah,
see, that's what you're supposed to do, people. When you use someone else's joke, you have to give them a nod before you tell the joke.
yeah. I used to tell that even as a little kid, I used to do that because I would like to take credit for my jokes. That's the main reason I do that because I want to let people know that these are I like to write my own jokes and and that's why I just so people would know that which are my jokes and which are others.
Yes. It's so much more fun to write your own jokes,
Yeah,
than have somebody tell you, you know what you should do? I want to do the opposite.
yeah, yeah,
I don't care if it kills, I don't want to do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. And like I said, when I was a kid, yeah, I just told jokes. Little. I wasn't sure if they were like comedy, but my own little jokes. It was kind of funny things, and I don't know where I see. Oh, I used to. Okay, now I remember. Then in my 20s and 30s, and maybe sometimes 30s, but mostly my 20s and 30s. For some reason, when I go to go to a restaurant, like a diner or something, with my friends, I always just come up with jokes and kid around, make the waitresses laugh, and that was fun. I just go nonstop, and
Wow.
nonstop until just come up with jokes right there. And
You catch audiences off guard with your style of humor and the pace. Your pacing is very unique, Like you don't just lambast people with a lot of verbiage. You lay back and you make them come to your jokes. Do you know you
Mhm.
do this?
Yeah. I have a style. It's not like I thought about how to do it, but it just that's the way it is. It's just I always said that you treat the audience like they're smart. You know, treat them like they're smart, and they'll let themselves tickle themselves. Yeah, yes. And I'm trying to think of one that was. Oh yeah, one of my latest one. I was saying that uh, that I switched my grocery delivery to imperfect foods because indecent foods was only delivering cucumbers. Or people figure out like that. So yeah.
I love that.
Right.
So you've been on James Corden, Late Night with James Corden,
Mhm.
and you were on, I forget what the other
Yeah,
thing,
the new Gong Show.
the new Gong Show.
Yeah,
And you do this thing with a pencil, and I
yeah,
want you to explain the birth of the pencil act because you're famous for it.
yeah, yeah. Th- Thank you. Sure. Yeah. On the James Corden, I was on this short segment called Bar Tricks with three other contestants, and the audience would after you do your act, they would agree to keep the person or not. Yeah, the audience didn't like him. The two security guards would just throw him out into the parking lot. That's what I, so they stayed pretty much all of it. So yeah, the pencil thing. Well, when I was a kid, I used to um, um, okay, well, I'm trying to figure out how to start. But anyway, when I was a kid, I played music with I do it with my fingers. I only played like William Tell Overture, the Lone Ranger song. We go like that.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, thank you. So then uh, when I was I actually worked in Connecticut for a few years because a company moved over there, and we had a radio playing in the department, and I always tapped like on the car radio, I tapped on the seat or something just to go with the beat of the music. But this time I thought, I don't know why, it just popped in my head. I'm going to try to use a pencil because I think a pencil I can use more. I can play more songs with a pencil. And it took me a while to learn it, how to hold it and everything. It's not just like people go like that, but it's you gotta twirl it like this. So I can play any song pretty much. I can like play the can can. I go I got I can play rock and roll too. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'll try more. Twisted Sister. And it goes on like that. So
My gosh.
yeah. So
Actually,
that's it.
I thought it was hysterical when you were on James Corden and you stopped to sharpen your pencil.
Hey, yeah, I did. Sometimes when I get a chance, I go. I not work. So then I sharpen my pencil. I don't have a sharpener. I sharpen my pencil. And then I play the song. And I can play any song, even if you make up a song. Somebody makes up a song at the moment. I can play it. You go, doop doop doo. You go. It just,
Wow.
uh,
So when I first heard you do that, in my mind, I thought the noise was coming out of your mouth,
mhm.
that you were making the notes, but
Oh,
it's really the cheek making, right?
yeah, it's just a cheek. It's the mouth just lets it go out, and I don't know. People like say, how do you figure out how to form the sound? And I guess my best explanation is it's like when when you're speaking, you're not actually concentrating on how you're going to move your mouth or anything. You just do it. So that's how you do it with a pencil. You go. So, yeah. So I don't know exactly how I form my mouth, but the sound comes out of my mouth. But it's the percussion is, I guess, like a drum. I don't. Yeah. So I don't
Wow.
make the sound. I can't. That's the best I can do it like that. But Oh, well, another thing. Oh, and to prove that it's coming out of my mouth, I do another thing I don't do often. I forget doing it. I also and say sometimes I say, okay, and I'm gonna play another song, but this time no pencil, just forehead, and I play like like okay, chopsticks. Okay. I'm not sure you can hear that too well from, but you can hear well where there's a microphone in my mouth. You can hear it better. But yeah, yeah, like that.
Gee,
I mean, I don't know. That was it. I came up with that when I was a little kid doing that one, and I don't know how. But
what'd your parents think?
yeah. So let's see. Well, my parents did. Let's see. I didn't do that much at home. So at home, I was quite responsible kid. Um, but when I started doing comedy, I saw more, and my mom was kind of hesitant at first, doing comedy. It happens a lot. Yeah, oh, you're wasting your time doing comedy and stuff. But then I started performing and doing clubs and seeing how people were cracking up, and so she approved after that.
That's nice. That's beautiful, right?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's good when your parents support you on that, something like that.
Not maybe not at first, but
Mhm.
eventually they'll come around.
Yeah.
So you're doing comedy, and you've been on the new Gong Show and on James Corden Late Night. What
Hmm.
other things have you done that are really proud of? Maybe that don't seem that huge to others, but are big milestones for spurring you on in your career.
Let's see. Well, I enjoyed. Let's see. The first thing I think of, I enjoyed playing at comedy clubs. When I get a chance to play at comedy clubs because it's a big crowd, full crowd, and then cracking them up. It's great. You have going to comedy clubs and getting laughs from the crowd, things like that. Performing a comedy day was a big thing. It's hard to get after. It's one of the big San Francisco events, and I was very proud to perform at Comedy Day and in front of thousands of people and cracking them up and coming up
You
with
did that twice in 2011 and 14.
yeah. In 2014, I was more like I was doing a funny routine supporting one of my fellow comedians, Albert Lee, who in November passed away due to health issues. But I was very happy to. I was in my band uniform and just helping him, just kind of being like slapstick there for him and stuff. But my comedy act, I was it was in 2011, and hopefully one of these days I'll perform again on Comedy Day. And there's so many things. Let's see other things I'm proud of. Yeah, just well, I'm happy I've been um, hosting various shows. Right now, I have just one pretty much, and I've hosted other shows. I had regular shows also, monthly shows, and at first I didn't want to be a host for a show. I didn't think I was good enough. I'm still not sure if I'm that great at it, but somebody asked me, somebody who was working in Neck of the Woods, the bartender there, she asked me to be a host, and I said, okay, it'll be my first time doing it. I said, okay, and I've been doing it ever since at Neck of the Woods. I've been
For
hosting.
like 10 years.
Yeah, at least 10. I can't even remember how long. 7, yeah, 10, probably. Actually, maybe 14 years, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, 14 years. Yes.
I think you would be a wonderful host because you're humble, and I think you would be really great at putting the attention on the talent, not yourself.
Yeah, I like the talent, right? Yeah, and when I host shows, I always, if the comedians are happy, that means it was a great show. If the comedians are happy, it means the crowd was happy too, and everything. So I always like to make sure the comedians are happy.
That's so great. I can't wait to come to San Francisco when I feel safe to to actually get out. I can't get the shot because I'm deadly allergic, but when
Mm.
I feel safe, I'll be up there to go on your stage and do your mic. I would be delighted to be able to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. And in the meantime, maybe you can do a Zoom show if I start it up again. And well, in San Francisco, we're doing pretty well. I think we're like the best in the country regarding COVID. I think 70+% are fully vaccinated, I believe, and so everybody's here being careful. You have to wear masks in the venues. You know, at my venue also you have to wear masks, and yeah, some places are you have to show the vax card and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for that to lift.
yeah, but yeah, make sure you're safe. Yeah, make sure you feel safe and everything.
Yes. So, who are some people in 10 years you probably have felt like your mics have helped make other comedians stronger? Am I right? Or do you not
Yeah.
take credit?
Uh, let's see. Well, I've had a lot of comedians start out for the first time on my venues. It's a lot of comedians started out on my and they've gone on and went and became veteran comedians after a number of years. And but yeah, I had a lot of comedians do their first comedy in my first time there, and then they've been in competitions too and stuff like that, and they did well. And nothing I did, I just let them do what they want, do pretty much what they want, and everything. And yeah, that's it. I pretty much have no rules. Is what I do. I think it's easier just no rules. I just just give 5 minutes. If they go over, that's fine. I'm not gonna go crazy and stuff. And although I joke with them sometimes, if you go over your time, then I'm going to have to take your left shoe. So it's one of those things like that. So I was just remember how can I forget one proud moment. Yeah, I remember. Actually, it was at when I first started out doing comedy. I was at this venue, and I was. I heard there was a rumor that Robin Williams might show up, everything. So anyway, I'm on stage, and I hear so much laughter in the background, and I'm thinking, oh man, I guess Robin Williams is here. He's probably telling jokes and making the comedians backstage crack up because I can hear him from here. And then I find out later, no, he was cracking up at my act. So,
Wow.
yeah. So yeah, shook my hand. It was great at the in the mission area there. So yeah, that was a big deal for me.
That's
cracking my hand.
super. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's something I'd never forget too. A little known fact about Robin Williams, after he filmed the show, The Red Nose, with the red nose, the doctor,
Oh yeah,
Patch Adams,
yeah, Patch Adams.
he he started going to USF, the Children's Hospital up there in San Fran, and every holiday he would go around and ask the children himself, what did they want for Christmas? He would go shop, he would wrap it, and he would deliver it.
Oh, I now I know that puts the little things together. Oh, you would get toys and get that's great because I collect comic books, and the comic book shop I go to in my neighborhood, they also have lots of toys, and I actually saw Robin Williams there one time, and he was nervous. I didn't bother him. Nobody wanted to bother him, but they told me that he comes there like once a month to get toys for the kids and stuff like that.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's the same place the same place I go to get comic books. He gets all these superhero toys and all baseball and sports stuff. Also that's what he's been doing. He's been going there and getting the toys there. Okay, yeah, we put it together. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
He used to hang out in the Haight. I lived in San Fran for about 6 months, and the homeless kids said that every day he would walk up the beach from where he lived south of the Haight, and then he'd come up the Haight, and he'd talk to all the homeless kids all up and down the Haight. But if they started getting all, oh, Robin, he would leave. He would just leave. If you just talk to him like a human,
Yeah.
it was cool. But
Yeah.
if you were affected by his fame, he was out of there.
Yeah. He's very much like that. He was very helpful to a lot of comedians also who were struggling financially and had problems. He was very helpful, and as always, I spoke with him a number of times. I met him on Comedy Day. I met him a number of times. He was in San Francisco. He used to live not too far from me, and in the ocean near the Ocean Beach area, and yeah, he was very much a regular person. He was very much a regular person.
So cool. Well, Danny, this is kind of the end of our half hour,
Hmm.
and I wanted to let you go and politely. And so, what I'd like to know is, would you like to close out this entire show today by saying something to people to give them hope, to inspire, whether the comedians or people next door, any kind of words of encouragement in dark times, hard times? What do you have to say to people?
Yeah, to people, to me, yeah, things are kind of tough right now, but try to go see a comedy show. There's a lot of free comedy out there, and it's a good way to get distraction. Also, yeah, sometimes I watch cartoons, Looney Tunes to get distracted from things. Stay away from the news too much, and yeah, the comedians just keep going at it. Just keep going on stage. You just feel so much better. Times are down, but whether you're a comedian or any kind of performer, get on stage and you'll feel better for it, just even for a few moments at least. And if you do it more often, it'll build up more positivity. So go out there and try to have fun. I know it's hard, but get on stage or go watch a show.
Absolutely. So, where can people find you and where's your social media? That should probably be how you close it.
Sure, you can see in my background there. You can go to dannydechi.com. You can go to my website and you can see a list of the upcoming shows. And I put a little link, well, a couple links so you can see a link of my funny stuff, latest funny jokes. For example, my latest one is there's a new BDSM smartphone. It has slap in the face recognition. Yes. I also have a link for Mr. Science. I come out with wacky stuff about Mr. Science, or for example, polar bears after they come out of hibernation. The reason there aren't polar bears are becoming extinct is because after they come out of hibernation, they can't find their eggs in the snow. So wacky Mr. Science stuff. Yep. And so yeah, so you can go to dannydechi.com, my website, go to Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Instagram. Even LinkedIn, and that's pretty much it. But pretty much, yeah, on those social medias.
Do you have an upcoming live show besides you being at your mic on Tuesdays?
Yeah, I have a show on 15th, on the 15th, Mutiny Radio comedy show. It's going to be live at Asiento. Asiento means seat in Spanish. So it's a restaurant, and there's dinner and comedy outside. And you can come watch it, and you can see all the details. Go to my website. All my shows are scheduled right there on my website. Go to the upcoming shows. You can see
and
all
your
the stuff.
Tuesday mic is it at the neck of the woods, adjacent to the Haight, in what section?
Well, not the Haight, but it's in the Richmond district.
Richmond.
Not too far from the Haight, but it's in the Richmond district, cross street, Fifth Avenue. You can see the details on my website, the directions there. It's always a free show, and yeah, come on out. It's great. It's a lot of fun. We have lots of fun.
Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your life with us. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, thank you, Linda. It's been wonderful chatting with you, and hope to see you soon. At least in a Zoom show or something like that.
Absolutely, Danny. I'll talk to you later. Love you lots.
Love you. Thanks.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, Linda. Bye.